Rob McEwen, thank you so much for joining us here at the BMO Metals and Mining Conference.
My pleasure, Danielle.
No shortage of excitement.
Lots.
Lots of excitement. So I want to get your thoughts, obviously, as the former CEO of Goldcorp and one of the original founders. You're now the chairman of McEwen Mining and a voice that so many people love hearing from. What were your initial thoughts regarding the Newmont-Barrick news?
I thought it was a good day for Goldcorp. If there was a break fee, it's $650 million. It's 75 cents a share if they get the whole $650 million. And it gives them a second chance to stay as a Canadian company and build.
So ultimately you think Goldcorp comes out on top?
Yes.
Okay, so I had Pierre Lassonde on yesterday, and he was saying it's the first time in history that he's seen a hostile bid price lower than the market price.
It's a good trend. I think if we could see more of that happening, you'd see consolidation happening in the industry and the shareholders would be treated better.
So you think this is a good thing for the industry? Make the case why.
Over the last 5 years, you've heard a growing voice from shareholders saying, hey, look after our interests first. And by going in and doing an at market or a discount to market, where you can see real synergies occurring, say in Nevada, maybe more companies will start looking at that. There's social issues that come into play whenever you do a combination, and the company being taken over usually says, the management says, well, what's going to happen to me? And the board says that. And you have the lawyers fostering this poker game. How much can we get? But you'll have a nominal premium, say 30%, but the acquiring company has maybe 15% taken off its share price as soon as it makes the bid. So the real premium is much smaller. So why not start, let's forget about that dance, and get in there and just say, let's put the two together right now. And the market is the arbitrator of value.
Have you spoken to either Bristow or Goldberg?
No, I haven't. No. I've listened to both of their comments.
So let me ask you, what does it mean for Rob McEwen? Would you be willing to scoop any potential assets up here?
Well, there's lots of investment bankers running around saying there's going to be all sorts of properties coming on the market as a result of the mergers, say, the big ones we've heard about. So I think there were a lot of other companies, intermediates and juniors, that were looking to sell or joint venture. And now you're going to have this big overlay of producers that are up for sale. So it might put a cap on the project, but it's going to be like a game of musical chairs. People are going to be running around and trying to assemble companies, and you'll have new intermediates coming up, pushing into the ranks of the seniors. Although if Goldcorp and Barrick, or Newmont and Barrick get together, they're going to be so far out in front of everybody else.
I mean, how could anyone catch up?
I don't know how you manage a company that size. So you'll probably have an initial run, an enthusiasm for it, and be the go-to stock, but the management issues I think are pretty
It's
daunting.
fascinating to see that struggle to be number one, how important it is, right? Mm-hmm. It's fascinating.
It should be how to be number one in profitability per share.
Right. Do you think that's overlooked?
They're going to have some savings. Some large savings, but it's spread out over a long period of time.
Let's talk about McEwen Mining. What's the plan and focus for the remainder of the year? We have still a lot of months left here. What's the goal?
Exploration's at the top of our list. At the same time, we're looking at all these properties that might come out, and I think there'll be concentrations, people building bases where they already have a mine, expanding their base. But we'll be exploring heavily in Timmins at our Black Fox property. We just brought on stream our Gold Bar mine in Nevada, and we'll be exploring there not only for surface oxides, but mid-year we'll be putting some deep holes down to see if we can hit the lower plate that hosts Cortez Hills of Barrick and that. They're big deposits which are 25 miles away on the same structure as we are.
This year we're seeing gold miners actually outperforming bullion, the opposite of what we saw last year. Do you think that's
bullion's up about, if you go back to the beginning of 2016 when I think the bull market started, bullion's up 25%, the S&P's up 36, The Dow's up about 48. The GDX is up over 56%. The GDXJ is up 60%.
So do you like what you're seeing? Do you feel good about mining today?
Oh, absolutely. But I always feel good about
I
mining.
know you do. I know you're the eternal optimist in this space. But right now, do you like what you're seeing?
I do. And I believe these big mergers that have been going through in the mining industry and the controversy that Barrick has just created is bringing a lot of news to the sector and the attention of investors. And when investors start realizing that the gold sector, or gold equities in particular, have outperformed the Dow and the S&P by a considerable margin over the last 3 years, we're going to see more people moving into this space.
Well, it's definitely brought drama to this space.
Drama's good.
Drama sometimes can be good. Rob McEwen, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Danielle,
Continued
my
success.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.